The icy grip of the North Sea tightened around the shaft, a relentless force that seemed to echo the harshness of the environment. 600 meters below the surface, darkness pressed in, a suffocating blanket that swallowed all light and hope. The miners, their faces grimed with coal dust and fear, huddled together, their breaths shallow and quick. Their world had shrunk to the confines of their metal cage, their lifeline to the surface severed, leaving them in a perilous limbo. The air, thick with the stench of sweat and despair, grew thin, each breath a struggle against the encroaching darkness. Hope, once a flickering candle, threatened to extinguish, its light dimming with each passing moment. This, thankfully, is not a true story. But it could be, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the surface. As we venture further into the ocean depths, driven by the insatiable hunger for resources, we risk repeating the mistakes of the past, endangering lives and ecosystems. The echoes of mining disasters, the shattered lives left in their wake, serve as stark reminders of the human cost of our relentless pursuit of progress, a cost often paid in blood and tears. The story of mining is etched deep into the fabric of the United Kingdom, a tale of both triumph and tragedy. Generations have toiled beneath the earth, extracting the black gold that fueled an empire, their labor a testament to human endurance and ingenuity. But the legacy of coal is a complex one, a tapestry woven with threads of prosperity and hardship, innovation and devastation, a history that continues to shape our present and future. The roar of the mines once reverberated across the UK landscape. From the rolling hills of Wales to the rugged terrain of Scotland, coal-powered homes, factories and industries. It was a source of pride, a testament to the grit and determination of the men who risked their lives in the darkness. But the mines also cast a long shadow. Generations of miners faced perilous conditions, their lungs choked with coal dust, their bodies broken by years of back-breaking labor. Disasters when they struck were swift and merciless, leaving behind a trail of grief and shattered communities. The decline of the UK coal industry, while a necessary step towards a cleaner future, left deep scars. Communities once reliant on mining were left reeling, their economic lifelines severed. The transition to a green economy, though essential, has not been without its challenges. Today, a new frontier beckons, the deep sea, a realm of mystery and untapped potential. Hidden beneath thousands of meters of water lie vast reserves of polymetallic nodules, potato-sized concretions rich in manganese, nickel, cobalt and copper. These nodules have formed over millions of years, slowly accumulating layer by layer. These metals, essential for the production of batteries, smartphones, and other technologies, are fueling a new gold rush, a race to exploit the ocean's hidden treasures. The demand for these resources is skyrocketing as our world becomes increasingly dependent on advanced technology. The Clarion-Clipperton Zone, a vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, has become the epicenter of this deep-sea mining frenzy. Stretching over millions of square kilometers, this area is believed to hold the largest concentration of these valuable nodules. Companies, driven by the promise of immense profits, are eager to deploy massive machines to vacuum up nodules from the seabed. These operations are poised to transform the ocean floor into a bustling hub of industrial activity. But this rush to exploit the ocean depths comes with a hefty price tag, one that threatens to irrevocably damage fragile ecosystems. The environmental impact of deep-sea mining could be catastrophic, disrupting habitats that have existed undisturbed for millennia. The deep sea, once considered a barren wasteland, is teeming with life. It is home to a myriad of species, many of which are still unknown to science. Strange and wondrous creatures, many yet to be discovered, thrive in this extreme environment. These organisms have adapted to the high-pressure, low-light, and frigid temperatures of the deep ocean. Hydrothermal vents, spewing superheated water rich in minerals, support unique ecosystems, oases of life in the abyss. These vents create a habitat unlike any other on Earth, where life thrives in the most unexpected ways. The potential environmental consequences of deep-sea mining are staggering. The scraping of the seabed will destroy habitats, potentially wiping out entire species. Sediment plumes generated by mining operations will smother marine life, disrupting food chains and suffocating delicate organisms. The noise pollution from machinery will deafen whales and other marine mammals, disrupting their communication and migration patterns. The deep sea plays a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate. It acts as a massive carbon sink, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Disrupting this delicate balance could have far-reaching consequences, accelerating climate change and its devastating impacts. The pursuit of short-term profits threatens to leave behind a legacy of environmental destruction. The deep sea, one of the last untouched frontiers on Earth, risks becoming another casualty of our insatiable appetite for resources. Section 5. A Sea of Change. The push for a moratorium. A growing chorus of voices is calling for a halt to deep-sea mining. This movement is gaining momentum as more people become aware of the potential dangers that deep-sea mining poses to our oceans. Scientists, conservationists, and even some governments are urging caution, demanding a moratorium on mining until the potential environmental impacts are fully understood. They emphasize the need for comprehensive research to assess the long-term effects on marine ecosystems. They argue that the risks are simply too great, the potential consequences too dire to ignore. The damage to underwater ecosystems could be irreversible, affecting marine life and biodiversity in ways we cannot yet predict. The International Seabed Authority, the UN body tasked with regulating deep-sea mining, is facing mounting pressure to enact stricter regulations and prioritize environmental protection. This pressure is coming from various stakeholders who are concerned about the future of our oceans. A growing number of countries are supporting a moratorium, recognizing the urgent need to protect the ocean. These nations are coming together to advocate for policies that will safeguard marine environments for future generations. The fight to protect the deep sea is a race against time. Every moment counts as we strive to prevent irreversible damage and ensure the health of our oceans. The decisions we make today will have profound consequences for generations to come. Our actions will determine the kind of world we leave behind for our children and grandchildren. Will we repeat the mistakes of the past, prioritizing short-term gains over the long-term health of our planet? History has shown us the devastating effects of unchecked industrial activities. Or will we choose a different path, one that values conservation and sustainability? The choice is ours, and the time to act is now. Section 6. The Human Cost. Miners caught in the crosshairs. The shift away from fossil fuels, while essential for combating climate change, has left many mining communities reeling. Jobs have been lost, livelihoods upended. The promise of a just transition, one that provides alternative employment opportunities and supports affected workers, has often fallen short. Deep-sea mining, touted as a solution to our growing demand for metals, risks repeating the mistakes of the past. It promises jobs and economic growth, but at what cost? The potential for exploitation, for sacrificing worker safety and well-being in the pursuit of profit, is all too real. We must learn from the past. The transition to a green economy must be just and equitable, ensuring that workers and communities are not left behind. Investing in renewable energy, green technologies, and sustainable practices will create new opportunities, offering a path to a brighter future. Section 7. Transitioning to a brighter future. The need for green jobs. The transition to a green economy is not just an environmental imperative, it is an economic opportunity. Investing in renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable practices will create millions of new jobs, revitalize communities, and drive innovation. Solar and wind power are already becoming cheaper than fossil fuels in many parts of the world. Electric vehicles are rapidly gaining popularity. The green technology sector is booming, creating jobs and fostering economic growth. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in accelerating the transition to a green economy. Investing in research and development, providing incentives for renewable energy, and promoting sustainable consumption patterns will drive progress and create a more sustainable future. Section 8. Striking a balance: conservation and sustainable extraction. The need for resources is undeniable. We rely on metals, minerals, and other materials to build our homes, power our devices, and support our modern way of life. But the way we extract and consume these resources must change. Sustainable extraction practices, such as reducing waste, recycling, and developing innovative technologies, can minimize the environmental impact of mining. Circular economy models, where resources are reused and recycled, offer a path towards a more sustainable future. We must find a balance between our need for resources and the health of our planet. This requires responsible consumption, technological innovation, and a commitment to protecting the environment. Section 9. A call to action, our shared responsibility. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet. We have a responsibility to protect the environment, to ensure a healthy and sustainable future for generations to come. We can all make a difference. Support sustainable businesses, reduce your consumption of resources, and make your voice heard. Demand action from our leaders, urge them to prioritize environmental protection, and invest in a green future. The future is in our hands. Let us choose wisely. Let us choose to protect our planet, to conserve its biodiversity, and to create a more sustainable and just world for all.